Welcome back to Studio F on Fast Times Willy B. We're reviewing A Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Child. Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Welcome back to Fast Times Willy B. I'm Willy B. I've got Logan with me, and we continue through the Nightmare Saga. That's what we're going to call it, a saga.
That'll make the lesser entries feel more
Yeah,
stakes to that.
for sure, for sure. We lose the number in this one.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
It's just Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Child. There's no 5. They said, you know what? We don't want to be known as one of those franchises that just keeps making movies. So if we don't put the number in there, maybe they'll forget.
I don't
think that's really why.
Well, like even when they do that, it doesn't make any sense.
What, Halloween did it at 6.
Yeah.
They did it at 5.
And then Scream did it and then undid it.
Yeah.
And like what?
And now there's just 2 movies called Scream, and it's annoying.
Yeah. Well, like there's 3 Halloweens.
Yeah.
Like wow.
Come on, guys.
What do you want to watch tonight, guys? Halloween or Halloween?
Yeah, you gotta say the year. 78, 07, or 18.
Uh,
Too much. But Friday. Nightmare on Elm Street 5 is what we're going to call it here. We've got the 5th installment to the 7 that we'll be reviewing. This one directed by Stephen Hopkins. 5 movies, 5 different directors. We're keeping the track record really well.
yeah.
Cast-wise, we got Lisa Wilcox back
Yes.
as Alice, and we got Robert Englund back as the titular character. Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of people that probably went on to do not very much after this. But
No.
we'll start with the good.
Got Dan back.
We did get Dan back, yeah.
Got Dan
we
back.
We got Dan back. Not for long.
No.
But we'll start with the good. And I will say, I told you this on the car ride over here. I did enjoy this movie on a second watch.
I like it.
So 5 and 6, these were my second watches for them. I had seen 1, 2, and 3 I've seen a boatload of times.
Yeah.
4 I had seen more than 5 and 6, and 7's on the same boat as 4. I usually would just go 4 to 7. 5 and 6. So this was just my second watch,
Okay.
and I did enjoy it a little bit more.
It's definitely not great,
No,
but it's not terrible.
I remember hating the Jacob stuff a lot more in my first watch. I
still don't like teach me stuff. I'm like, okay, kid.
I wouldn't say I liked it. I probably should wait for the mail on it, but I will say I liked it more this time around. But as far as the good goes, I mean, I'm glad we got Alice back, because I really do. I like Lisa Wilcox as Alice a lot.
Okay.
She's right behind Nancy. Nancy's the best final girl in this franchise, and I don't think that's really arguable.
No.
But I might like Alice more than Kristen, which is crazy, because I think 3 and 4 are better movies. And Alice kind of takes over the final girl role from Kristen in the 4th one, which we talked about.
But definitely like pass the torch.
Yeah. I think I like Alice more than Kristen.
Okay.
So
I'm not gonna agree, but
that's fair. That's fair. I don't think many people would.
yeah. Hot take.
I just like I think it's Lisa Wilcox. I think I like Lisa Wilcox more than Patricia Arquette
Is she...
slash Tuesday Night. Is that we can't forget that name, right?
Tuesday Night.
Yeah. I think I just like Lisa Wilcox more.
Yeah. Is she in other things? This is all I've ever seen her in.
This is all I've ever seen her in too. We'll have to look and do a Lisa Wilcox marathon if she's in more good stuff. But no, I dig having Alice back. We get Freddy getting even more wacky. Into this movie.
The weird like misshapen limbs and fingers.
Yeah.
And, like at one point he like ties his own arm back on.
Yeah. Yeah. As for the kills, I love the comic book kill.
Okay.
I think that whole scene is awesome.
Phantom Prowler?
Yeah, when he like turns into his own comic book character, and I dig that scene quite a bit.
I mean, Freddy on the skateboard's a little silly.
Yeah.
And Super Freddy's silly, but like in a fun way.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I think whenever he's just like a paper guy and getting all chopped up, they could have done maybe more there for me.
Okay.
But
I think it's cool.
It's still funny.
It goes back to how he's starting to pick them off based on their interests.
Yeah.
So that they keep that going. So I enjoyed that. Dan's kill is very unsettling.
I think that it's one of the best of the franchise, just for like
effects.
horror factor. Like, it's like something out of a Cronenberg movie.
Yeah,
like,
it really is.
What
just
the heck?
fusing him to the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Pretty well done.
Yeah.
Yes, intense, scary. Probably one of the scariest moments in this movie for sure. Another scary moment that I enjoy is the pool nightmare.
Yeah.
With I can't think of her name, but the other one that survives.
Yeah, but just like she jumps into the puddle at the one point.
The board is breaking, and then she jumps off. It turns into a puddle, and
But she survives, which is interesting.
Yeah, the story is interesting too because it all of the children aspect. I don't know. We might have to stop it at the good here. Like, this movie isn't bad, but I feel like a lot of my stuff's just in that meh category.
I'm gonna throw one more thing.
Yeah, hit me with what you got in the good.
I do think the girl getting force fed herself.
Okay.
Is nuts.
Yeah.
They really go off the rails. We only get to 3, but the kills are extravagant.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, they're doing a 4K re-release for the whole series.
Okay.
There's heavy rumors that they're actually going to release the director's cut for this.
Oh.
Which I hope they do, because there's footage from the girl getting force fed herself that got cut out.
Maybe that'd make that scene better. I was gonna say that might be a good segue to the math for me. That kill, but
and the Dan Carr thing that they extend that out.
Oof.
So
interesting. I did think of one more thing I have in the good. I like the opening of this movie. That dream with the shower scene.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've always been a fan of that. And then you're like, she's starting to think, okay, Freddy's back.
Yeah, like the hand, like the faucets turn into the glove, and
yeah. I like that.
She's drowning in the shower.
Trying to think. I think that might be it for me in the good though.
Okay.
So we can hop over to the meh. I would put Greta, I think her name is, the force-fed girl.
Okay.
Yeah, I would put her kill here. Not because the kill wasn't good, but because I cannot stand her mom.
Oh, yeah, but...
So I put it in the meh because...
Fair.
The kill was decent, but... it was...
She is annoying.
Not even that. It was just almost too theatrical for me.
Oh, okay.
So it got...
You didn't like the performance.
It got really corny to me, that kill. And I don't know. That was one of...
Bon appetit, bitch. Like that.
Yeah, I don't mind Freddy in it at all. And the kill, I mean, it is, disgusting. But
yeah,
I don't know. That's just a scene that every time I watch, I'm like,
okay.
I don't love it. But I don't hate it. It's definitely not the worst kill in the franchise, in my opinion. I don't think...
Do you know what it is at the moment?
What the worst kill in the franchise is?
Because I'm not sure.
I mean, probably the Wizard Master. He's just
kind of... fair.
I mean, the chair stuff's cool, but then he's just stabbed in the stomach. It's very anticlimactic.
They kind of bring that back-ish in this. It's not the chair, it's the stroller, but it has that, gothic, spiky aesthetic.
Now, big meh is the child storyline.
Yeah.
There's moments in this watch. I think the first time I watched this would have been the bad for me. I enjoyed it more this time, but it's just... This is where the franchise just falls off a little bit. It starts getting a little too weird. I enjoy the kid who played Jacob.
The kid from Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I like him. The one that was asking about the raptor claw and all that. Yeah. I didn't put that together until just now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That is him, though.
Yeah.
But, so I enjoyed him as Jacob. I thought his performance was good. It's just, there will be moments where I'm like, okay, I'm digging this. And then, the stair chase scene happens. And I'm like, it looks bad.
The MC Escher painting vibe. What are we doing?
So, it had its up and downs for me. But that's why it's good in the meh category for me.
I can agree with that because, the Teach Me Stuff line is weird and Freddy's been force feeding this baby souls the whole time.
Yeah. So
when he embraces it, he's all boily and stuff. It's weird, but I can wait for the bad on that one, but I'll go further.
Yeah. Other things in the meh. This is just a movie that probably just in general falls in this meh category.
Oh, I nearly forgot something cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to good for just 1 second. Yeah. Baby Freddy is cool.
Okay, Baby Freddy I think I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like the practical, like the effect of the.
Okay, yeah, I get behind that.
Yeah, that thing is neat.
Yeah.
There's a YouTuber, his name's Christian Hannah Horror, and he found the actual makeup effects guy that made that thing on eBay, and he has like one. So like that guy from the movie just makes those.
No, that's cool.
You can like just have a
order a Freddy baby.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
It's neat.
What else we got in the meh?
I think I'm about done with the meh.
Hop to the bed.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like Jacob Freddy.
No. Bad.
I think it looks all right, but like his voice, I'm like, oh no, you ruined it.
So you were teetering to begin with, and now you're just
Unfortunately, it probably has a bad third act.
Yeah, no.
I know I've been talking about most of the redeeming qualities of these movies as the final showdown. This is one of my least favorite. I enjoy the first two acts in this movie. Yeah. And the third act falls off.
That's fair. I mean, like, the soul rejection scene in this one is the worst of the three because, again, there's only 3 victims in this one, so you have these only 3 things can pull out of him, and they look really, really bad.
I would say especially like when they try to get computer generated in this movie, it's bad.
Yeah.
The practical effects are pretty like the bike kill we already talked about. The practical effects good. When you try to go with the computer, and it's 89, so that's you're gonna not I mean, Jurassic Park hasn't came out, so that was we're going to push the envelope, Like you said, the explosion looked bad at the end. Like it was rough.
Retconning Amanda Kruger, I think, is a mistake too, because, like, we already talked about that in 3. Like, I like the bastard son angle, and like the footage we see at the beginning. I almost didn't mention that either, but like you see, like Robert Englund is one of the people.
Yeah.
Walking around, like, that stuff's cool to see. But they retcon her story because, like, she was an old woman in 3. In this one, she dies as a young woman. It's a completely different actress.
Yeah.
And, like, the whole, like, they both absorbed their children back into their womb thing at the end is... Like, what are we doing?
It's a messy movie.
Yeah.
It has its moments that I do enjoy.
Yeah.
But it's at the end of the day, it's just a mess.
I think they kind of did what, like, Full Moon does. It's like, well, I mean, it feels like they did. I know they couldn't have because there was a year between these, right?
What? 84, 85, 87, 88, 89, yeah.
Okay, so it feels...
this trilogy of 3, 4, and 5 came out in 3 years. I didn't realize that until just now.
It's like...
But yeah.
They went off the rails quick. But it feels like Full Moon style. Like, we shot 2 movies back to back, and 5 is shot from the leftovers of 4. Like, we don't have much to give you.
Yeah.
Or like Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. Like, but it's not that, but it still feels like that.
Yeah.
This is like 4.5.
Yeah. Gets sloppy in the third movie. I mean, it takes a lot to make a good trilogy.
Yeah.
So that's why you gotta really shout out the good ones,
For sure.
But I don't know if I have anything else in the bad. Like I said, most of this movie's probably in the meh for me.
Yeah.
Got anything else that really sticks out for you in the bad?
I think that we wrapped it up pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can hop over to our final thoughts and ratings. What do you want to leave off with? The Dream Child, and what do you give it out of 10?
There's a lot of good here. It could have made something special. I almost wonder if they should have taken their time more. I know it was Freddy Mania, so like every year we're pumping out one.
Yeah.
But if half of this movie went into like 4, and the other half of the ideas went into 6, I think that we could have just had stronger movies on either side of it.
Yeah.
Instead of this being its own thing. I keep going back and forth on what I want to give this, but I think I'm going with like a 6.
6? Okay. Yeah, for me, I agree. Like, what it comes out of 4 with like the first couple of acts, I really enjoy. I love Alice. I've already said that how many times. But it just falls off. I said this movie falls in the meh for me. I'm just going to give it a 5 out of 10. It's a straight down the middle type of movie for me.
Right.
There's a lot I like. There's a lot I hate. So
fair.
It's middle of the road. But yeah, I did enjoy. I gave it a 4 the first time I watched it. So
okay, we're growing.
There was a boost. Was a boost. We did increase the score this on a second watch. So I land here at a 5 out of 10. So
I don't even remember the last time I watched this movie before this. So.
Yeah, like I said, when you're talking the Nightmare franchise, you're really watching 1, 2, and 3. Sometimes you dip into 4 and the New Nightmare. Like 5 and 6 are the 2 that are easy.
And I'm weird. I'm gonna throw that remake again in there again.
That's fair.
I'm the only one, but I'm gonna.
I think I've seen that remake when it came out and like once since.
This sounds bad. I don't know how many times I've seen that movie.
That's fair. Yeah. That'll do it for Dream Child. Logan, thank you for coming on. Thank you all for watching. If you like what you're watching, check out some other videos. Hit the subscribe button or follow the social links down below. Also down below, check out Outsiders Cosplay and check out Logan's Instagram page. If you're a horror fan, it's pretty sweet. But we will talk to you all very soon as we have 6 and 7 coming your way. Peace.